81, we made it.
We have arrived.
How does it feel?
Like an iron to the face.
Do we think that there's an iron-shaped imprint on Marv's head solely from it falling from a great height and striking him? Or do we think the iron was also hot at the time?
As I age, I lean more toward the former. But when I first saw it, I saw it as a very cartoonish, that was a hot iron that has burned his face. That's how it read to me as a Ute. But now it seems like it would do that just from gravity and metal. And whatever plate is in his head, because when it hits him, it makes a very metallic sound. And it's not just the follow-up sound, which is, I believe, his crowbar hitting the ground.
We have some Foley license.
Like, it doesn't take me out of it in the way that it would if it were like the sound of a rubber duck squeak.
We are gradually ramping up the cartoonishness a little bit. If the previous 2 minutes were like a 5 out of 10 on the Looney Tunes scale, we're at like a 6 or 7 here in this minute, the 81st.
And if you were to describe, maybe even summarize here, it would sound like...
Well, Marv takes an iron to the face. Gets up. He's got that iron-shaped, red mark on his face. We cut over to Harry. He's waking up. I guess he was unconscious from his last fall. So he sort of wakes up. He Yosemite Sams himself up the stairs. He peeks through the window. He's about to open that door. Jared, the doorknob, is red hot. Red hot. He blows on it. He falls back. He kind of crawls back to the snow, dips his hand in the snow. We hear the sizzle of melting snow. And then we cut to Kevin celebrating his success. Yes. And then we get just a sliver of Marv's feet making their way up the tarred up stairs. But maybe we can save that for another minute. We don't get much of it, but they do show up in this minute.
Great choice for both mentioning them and stopping right when you did. So I think that's a nice little bow on a pretty solid summary, I would say.
Thank you. This iron to the face, according to DVD commentary, was the idea of Christopher Columbus's brother-in-law.
Was his brother-in-law the voice of Scar in The Lion King?
Jeremy Irons? I don't think so. But apparently they were at the table and Chris, I call him Chris.
C-Money.
CC.
Old C-Note.
He took a break from the Music Factory to hang out with his brother-in-law. He was kind of struggling with a gag. He needed something to fall down. And his brother-in-law apparently said, irons are heavy. And that's what they went with.
Is it too much to say that his brother-in-law created an iconic scene?
Not the first iconic shot of Marv's face, but maybe the most iconic for sure. I think even the Funko Pop has an iron imprint.
I gotta be honest, I'm struggling a little bit. What was the first iconic one?
Well, I think him poking his head through the doggy door.
Oh.
Pretty iconic shot of Marv's face.
I think you're right. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything other than the scene that we haven't seen yet.
Axel?
Yes. But I think you're right. The character of Marv is almost frozen in time with an iron to the face.
So good.
Who is he looking at?
When he's looking more or less at us?
Yes.
I think this is classic Home Alone. There's nobody else here. Who could you be talking to?
Do we want to call it fourth wall bending?
It's a fourth wall awareness, not breaking it.
It's like a hint of the fourth wall. It's like if there was a fourth wall flavored LaCroix.
A sparkling fourth wall. It's like those moments in the cop shows where they have like the one-way mirror, but the suspect knows who's on the other side and seems to be looking right through them.
Yeah.
It gives us all that like icky feeling. That's what's going on here.
Except instead of a vile and sinister criminal, we see someone who has some pretty good prosthetics, because this isn't red paint. Like, there is texture to this iron.
Mm-hmm. I may have been misunderstanding the commentary a little bit, but I think they said that the hand with the M burned into it is a completely fake hand.
Oh, we're skipping right to that. Okay. So,
well, I mean, like, we're in the minute. But speaking of prosthetics, like, I was under an impression that they could just paint an M onto Joe Pesci's hand, but
I think you're right, but it's not only for that, but I think it's for the knob shot as well. Because if you see, they cut to this close-up, and it's not just a close-up of a hand on the knob. There's like smoke coming off of it.
CC calls it his Raiders of the Lost Ark homage.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I get the feeling that this was done and had not nearly as much payoff as they would have hoped. Like, I think they put a lot into this being some sort of fake hand practical effect, but might not have needed to with what it ended up being.
Yeah, I think Macaulay says that he at some point still had the fake hand.
Oh, with the imprint on it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's like how Harrison Ford still has the whip.
Yeah, if you could be so bold as to have an actual prop from the film, what would you want?
John Candy.
Prop. What would you?
671 Lincoln Boulevard.
It's not a prop.
It's a character. I know. That's like the whole theme.
Will you get inside of my box and think in it, please?
Give me a moment.
A thing, an object that could, instead of being in a dumpster or a movie prop warehouse or something somewhere, it's in your home.
I go a lot of different ways with it. Like, I have so many different lines of thought around it, because for specific things, I have very, very inside, not even jokes, but just like, as an example, Buzz's koosh ball would be higher on my list than most people's. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. It would mean something to you.
Right.
And any like hardcore fan would be like, oh, Home Alone? Yeah. I've got the koosh ball.
Right. Whereas if you zoom out like maybe one or two clicks, you get like the Michael Jordan standee.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be something.
Or Buzz's girlfriend, like the framed picture
like
of
the framed photo.
Yeah.
But then the things that are like the most known and would be like the most recognizable are also ones that are like pretty high up there. Like Kevin's red sweater, to me, seems like it's pretty near the top.
That's got to be like framed in a museum or a movie studio or something, right? That's in a Planet Hollywood.
I mean, that's how it would be here. Like if it were at my home, it would have the most expensive frame.
We'd get Lucite involved.
All of my precious memories would be behind plexi, but I would get museum grade, like UV protectant glass.
You'd have like the movie red lasers
right
around it.
What would you want?
I think, like you, a couple, like an iconic thing and like the deep dive things would be fun. Iconic thing, I think like above a mantle, it would be pretty awesome to have the snow shovel like hanging up there. That'd be a nice conversation starter.
Can I tell you the one that I didn't want to want because my inner pragmatist doesn't see it as monetarily that valuable, but I just think it's so fun? The toothbrush.
That would be great.
Because having stolen the toothbrush from a stolen toothbrush.
There's a Home Alone cinematic universe adjacent film stealing the stolen toothbrush.
But like the part of me that in my gut is like, it's hard to verify that. There's no like certificate of authenticity. Even if you could, it's not all that valuable because it's probably not like made for the set. It was something that they just got at a
They most
pharmacy.
likely just put it back
like
on the shelf.
Yeah. So all of those things that have been clouded by eBay and the like.
Yeah.
Make
Probably
me
no
not,
certificate of authenticity on that one.
right. It makes me not want it as much, but the real me, my son child, I forget which one is what, but not the shadow child that thinks nothing about anything but eBay. He can shut up, and the real me would just be giddy about having that toothbrush.
I would like deep cut. I would take the Kenosha Kickers drum set.
Ooh, okay.
Iconic level. I would take John Candy's clarinet.
Ooh, the one that someone off screen is playing for you.
Yeah. Come on, try it. We're not there yet. I enjoyed the sidebar. If you would like to tell us what prop you would like for Home Alone, you can email us at props@verygmail.com.
Satin jackets at verygmail.com. Because props are what people email us when they want to give us kudos.
Yes. So for the next few weeks, if you just want to praise us, you can email us at kudos@verygmail.com. But if you want to talk about the props you would like from the movie, props@verygmail.com.
And if you want a chocolate chip granola bar from the 90s covered in chocolate, send that to kudos1@verygmail.com.
And if you want a fruity soft drink bottled by the Coca-Cola Company, you can email us at fruitopia@verygmail.com.
I won't go on it now, but I went on a rant the other day about glass bottle Fruitopia. The glass bottle Fruitopia pink lemonade.
Ooh, Fruitopia pink lemonade was something else.
I have to say this, and then we can move on, but I almost accidentally stole one time from Publix. Every time I would go to Publix, I would get a glass bottle Fruitopia and drink it over the course of the shopping and then pay for it. But on one particular winter day, I had
your glass bottle Fruitopia, your boots with the fur.
I had a very large coat and had put it in there and got all the way to the car and was like, oh no,
I'm a criminal.
I had my Kevin moment. But difference is no one was chasing me, so I had enough feelings of openness to just go back in and pay for it. But almost shoplifted from Publix like a couple decades ago.
How do you feel about Harry waking up at this cut to him? Am I reading that right? Am I clocking it? Like
yeah,
it cuts to him and he's like regaining consciousness, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm as put off by it as you sound like you might be.
I'm so mad.
Yeah?
Not really. No. It makes sense to establish the passage of time that we've been in the basement with Marv.
But you're bothered by the fact that he might have a concussion?
I'm worried about him.
Okay.
And the fact that he just gets up and gets right back at it. He doesn't get evaluated by a professional. We don't test him and compare it to baseline pre-Silver Tuna performance on a mental exam.
But because he's about to go into a great deal of activity, he won't be sleeping. So I think he'll be fine.
Okay. I trust you.
He probably won't suffer any more head trauma in the ensuing minutes, right?
No, if this is the only thing that happens to him and he gets some rest after he's done robbing the McAllisters, I think he's going to be just fine. No long-term side effects.
When he starts screaming, it almost sounds like the beginning of a Wilhelm scream. Like the very start starts in a similar way.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, it veers into a Pesci scream.
We should start putting the Pesci scream into other movies.
Oh, I love that.
Like when the stormtrooper falls, we hear Pesci scream. That's got to be easy enough for us to put together, right?
The Pesci scream.
Just a quick little Instagram series where we take every scene that uses a Wilhelm scream and replace it with the Pesci scream.
That's what I want people sending to PesciScream@verygmail.com is like, please make clips of that scream on everything. Should I make it easy for people? Should I just put a WAV file or MP3 or something of a cleaned up scream that people can just put in things?
Search up a Home Alone's band in your preferred search engine. Hell, Bing it. Just everybody Bing it. Go to our website and Jared will have a Google Drive folder of some materials that you could edit that may or might not be the property of the Walt Disney Corporation.
Yeah, I dare not put it in the show notes, even though the AI has now followed your directions via the transcript and has found it. But I'm not going to make it that easy for them. Let's put it in the show notes.
Okay. Remind me. I'll do it. I love the way he blows on his hand.
It's filled with more plosives than I would have thought.
It seems like Joe Pesci's having fun in this moment. I can't say that's true for every piece of this movie, but when he's blowing on his hand and dipping it into the snow, and he's hamming it up in a way that convinces me he's having a good time here.
It does feel a little like hearkening back to his, characters of like Casino or something. He's just rolling with it. But he also sounds like he's shooing away the heat.
He has a 3rd degree burn on his hand and he's going.
But he transforms into like his laugh changes because he's like kind of angry. Like, isn't this ridiculous laughing where he's like, ah, and he's sort of crawling into the snow and he like sort of morphs into, so like you sort of get that full range.
Right. It's over the top, but I kind of buy it of he was in so much pain and like dipping it into the snow was like this immediate cooling relief. Although I think don't they say that like that's not the move when you have a severe burn on your skin? Like you want lukewarm water, not ice cold.
That sounds right, but I really don't know. That's an area I have really not explored.
And you want to be my medical doctor?
Just for the lollipops. Like, I don't actually want to administer anything beyond candy.
Listeners, I should explain. Jared grew up in a sugar-free household, and he thinks that a doctor's office is the only place lollipops exist.
I've heard that they have them at banks as well. But we didn't have any money. And
you famously do not trust the banks.
There's not a lollipop under my mattress.
All your silver is securely stored in a shoebox buried in the yard with one Tootsie Roll.
Which is why this episode is brought to you by silvershoebox.com.
They've got some great rates nowadays. Check them out.
They've beat the market for the last week and a half.
Use promo code Pesci Scream for a free shoebox with any silver investment.
An investment in a shoebox is an investment in U-Box. Do you think Kevin was underneath Harry's sightline and looking up at him, looking in the door? Because it looks like after this moment and we cut inside to see Kevin going, yes, yes, yeah. Like he's almost perched low at the door.
Right.
Almost as if he was kind of looking up and able to see someone peering in the window.
Mm-hmm.
But Harry was like looking past him, which, if we can just be the worst, might actually be a metaphor.
Are we taking a Marxist interpretation? Feminist? Like what are you seeing here in Harry's inability to see the 8-year-old boy
right in front of him?
Yes. Is it, in that moment, does Kevin represent Harry's own childhood that Harry has lost touch with?
He looks right past it.
Right past it. Unable to see childlike whimsy. Whimsy. And what is the cost of denying yourself whimsy?
I think to the Murphys, it's a flooded basement.
Maybe this isn't an M on the door, but a W. No, it's an M. But
Mimsy?
There's a M in whimsy. Maybe the M stands for make room for children in your heart. Maybe the M is for, do you see that kid? He's you.
I think it's a little bit more Homer Simpson. It's like, whimsy.
Maybe the M stands for Marv just got hit with an iron.
I know we'll save some of the Marv for next minute, but we do get a pretty good bit of his shoes in this.
Yeah, we get the shoes and maybe the first sock. Is that the progression?
Yes, and his shoes are nicer than I would have imagined.
I think this is a product of the times. We are, for better or worse, in sneaker culture these days, where it's even acceptable professional attire. But back in the early 90s, men put on shoes to go to work, and children played basketball in sneakers.
In my day, men were men, and they wore real shoes.
And they got stuck to the tar on stairs. Did they give up? No. They just took the shoes off and kept on walking. Did they make any sort of other plan, looking down at the stairs full of tar to accommodate this problem? No. We're taking this one step at a time with what we brought with us. 2 shoes and 2 socks.
I don't think I'm taken by them not being sneakers. I think it's just that they're seemingly well maintained, and they're not even work shoes. Like, they're not boots.
Mm-hmm.
And they have pretty dainty laces.
Can I make a suggestion?
Please.
Stolen shoes.
Yeah.
These are burgled. He had a ratty pair of Keds, but then, first house they robbed just happened to be another tall guy.
He was like, 11 and a half.
Don't mind if I do.
Burgled shoes just wear better.
Which brings us to our next sponsor, Burgled Shoes. BurgledShoes.com. We steal shoes and sell them.
For every pair we steal and sell to you, we steal another from a child.
We steal another pair and give it to someone who we stole a different pair from.
It's like an MLM.
Yeah. If you'd like to become a shoe burglar partner,
A burglepreneur.
it's not a pyramid scheme. It's a structure in which I'm at the top, and a few of you are right below me. A few more of you are right below them, and we're all getting rich. I'm just getting the most rich with all the shoes that you steal, and we resell on our website, burgledshoes.com.
Who is down your crowbar?
I have a few interested parties. They seem to lack the vision that I have. So we've been struggling there, but I'm optimistic that they shall find some passionate, driven, highly motivated, seller mindset entrepreneurs, and this thing's going to take off. No shoes are safe. That's what's on our t-shirts. Oh, we're getting those shoes. Try and stop us. We're coming for those shoes, and we're going to get them.
You know how some brands have sound fonts? Like NBC has like that 164 interval.
Oh, yeah. The Netflix. Boom, boom.
Right. Ours is the Pesci screen.
Sound fonts. That's what you called it. Sound fonts.
What would you call it?
Jingle? It's not quite a jingle. Sound logo is maybe closer to sound font. Hey, what font is this sound? Courier. Okay.
Oh, that's Century Gothic if I've ever heard it. You strike me as a Helvetica guy.
Morris Day and the Times New Roman.
Times New Roman Polanski.
I'm a Cambria man, by the way.
How dare you?
No.
That's almost as bad as Myriad.
Cambria is a tasty serif.
I'm going to need some convincing on that one.
Aerial Supply? Is that